today it's a real talk. And I want to talk specifically about working hard. This conversation, especially as being a coach since 2010 and owning my own coaching business, Red Hawk Coaching, since 2017, this conversation comes up a lot, especially with somebody that calls me and they're reaching out to learn more about coaching and how that can impact their business. And a lot of times these calls, I guess what you would say is the intention of the person that's calling to hire the coach is they want something fast. They want something to happen right away. They want to be able to hire me and then something completely changes. The next day they're out closing deals. And the reality of that is it's just not going to happen. I wish I could strike with a bolt of lightning and a life completely change, yet it's a process. And I think people don't understand that to truly be successful in any business, it's going to take hard work and it's also going to take time. The other big component of that is mindset. Business is a mindset. And if you're struggling in the area of mindset, it's going to directly impact your business. So if your mindset is, I'm always looking for something that's easy, something that's going to give me a quick return, I need it to happen fast. That type of mindset is not going to serve you well as a business owner. And you're going to find yourself in a world of hurt financially, maybe even in relationships. If you have a family and they're depending on you being successful in this business, if you're looking for that quick fix, looking for the Band-Aid, it's just not going to happen for you. And it's a hard reality, yet I see it all the time. When you're going to run a business or when you tackle anything, even in your life, that's a challenge, whether it be a weight loss goal or being able to go on a vacation, whatever it is, the big goal, it's going to take work to get there. There's no quick fix. There's no, make it happen button. And you push the button and all of a sudden you have arrived. And I think a big part of this is social media. You go onto social media and you see this flash, the flash in the frying pan. Somebody hits it big one time and all of a sudden they're the guru of the industry. I'm in the coaching industry. I've been formally trained. I've had over 13,000 hours of conversations helping business owners succeed, both in business and life. I didn't just pop up one day and decide I'm going to be a coach and was successful as a coach. Even as a coach, over time, I've gotten better because I've honed in my skills. I've learned to ask better questions. I've had the opportunity to take in a lot of conversations and be able to process those as well. And I can look at the patterns. And so I've been time on task over time as a coach since 2010. There's coaches out there that pop up one day and they just say, you know what, I'm going to be a coach. And I want to look how to be a successful coach really quick. And what they do, a lot of their offers are, here, I'm going to give you this for $997. It's going to change your life forever. Or for $50 a month, you can be in my private mastermind group. Guys, it's just not going to work. Yes, you may get some information. Yes, you might slightly move the needle, but that shouldn't be your intention in your business, especially initially, to slightly move the needle. You need to move the needle. And so stop looking to those that are promising things that sound too good to be true. And you've heard the saying, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. If they're wearing expensive watches or showing off their cars, and this isn't everybody, guys. There are some people that truly have done well. And I know some of those people in my circle that when you look at their social media posts, they have earned those things. But there's a lot of people out there that they're renting or leasing their cars or borrowed somebody's watch or took a picture in front of a private jet to act as though they've built that success. Guys, they didn't. It's time on task over time. It's hard work. And here's what I'll say. This is something that's rung true in my life, is those that have had much success, those that have made a mass amount of money, they don't talk about their wealth. They just don't. They may talk about it in private or, with close colleagues or friends or family. They may have those conversations, but you don't see people that have a mass amount of wealth talk about their wealth. So that's another clue for you if you hear that and people are sharing in that way, to get you to commit to coaching, and they're making promises of rainbows and unicorns, and comes in a package of $9.97 a month, whatever the case may be, is that it's not going to be the reality. Right now I'm running 4 businesses, and 2 are in their infancy. One is about almost 2 years old now, and then one I'm closing in on 8 years. I'll talk about the one that I've been in for 8 years, Red Hawk Coaching. Is that has taken time. That's something, I went from being in an environment and in a fish tank that supported me very well. It's not where I wanted to be, yet there was a lot of support mechanisms there, to going out completely on my own, in an industry that's very competitive. And so I knew it was going to take work. I knew it was going to take time. Yet that time on task over time, putting in the hard work, the business started taking off. It started growing roots. It has a foundation. It's continuing to grow. And so, a lot of times when you're looking from the outside in, it looks like, oh, well, I've always had this great coaching business and everything's always fired on all cylinders. And that's not true. You're just seeing, like, if you think of an iceberg, all you see is that top portion. The portion below is much, much bigger, the part that you never see. And that's where all the work takes place. Everything that's below the surface. All you get to see is the shiny part above. And so, as a business owner, and as a business owner that's growing, you've got to think about that. Like, if you see the shine out there, you can't knock them, because they may actually be shining. They may actually have success, and they've earned that success. Yet you want to be careful in thinking that you can get there tomorrow. Like, you're going to have to put in the work. So use those individuals to inspire you, to motivate you, to give you, there's light at the end of the tunnel. Like, if I just keep putting in the work, I can get there too. And that's the reality, is you can get there. But I'll go back to where it starts, with mindset. Everything starts with mindset. And then mindset should be getting into action immediately. What are those things that drive your business? Go focus on those. If you're not focusing on the things that drive your business, it doesn't matter what business you own, lead generation is number one. If you're not focused on generating leads, you're not going to be in business very long. So mindset, action. So we know that the way that we think leads to the way that we feel. The way that we feel leads to action. Action leads to results. Those actions are going to impact our programming. It's going to reiterate what our programming is, or it's going to change it to something different. And then you go through that cycle again: thinking, feeling, taking action, results. Guys, it's simple running a business. It's not easy running a business. Sometimes I don't even think that it's simple, because there's so much information out there that's being thrown your way that you have to decipher what's true and what's not true. There's a lot of people that will sell you what we used to call snake oil. And I just want to give you some awareness today that if you're talking specifically to somebody about coaching, doesn't have to be me. There's great coaches out there. I'd be honored to have that conversation with you, but there are great coaches out there. I know a bunch of them. Is that if you're having that conversation, is to have some sort of filter in place to understand what's the difference between the truth and snake oil. So my conversation today with you is, it's going to take work. It's going to take hard work. Align yourself with a great coach that's going to help you. And if that might happen to be me, I'd love to have that conversation with you. It's a non-committal conversation, just a conversation about your business. Where do you want to go? And I can share with you how I might be able to help. And if I'm not the right fit, that's okay too. So I want to give you the information today to go out and make better decisions, and also to give you confidence and hope in knowing that if you understand the process, that it takes time, and that you're going to put in the work every single day, there's going to be great results in the end. Yes, there's the flash in the frying pan. They come one in a million. Sometimes it happens. It's not all the time. So make the safe bet, put in the hard work, and also put in the time. So I hope this helps you today. If I can be of any help, reach out. And until next time, onward and upward.